takes a lot of research to determine who has the best athletic program among all the high schools in the state of Colorado. We did that research. Now here's a look at what made Limon High School #1.
To get to the top of the mountain takes people that believe that it is going to happen.
You cannot have the success that we've had in the last few years at Limon High School without having the support of the community.
Everybody knows everybody. When you walk down the streets, everybody asks you about sports.
When we play a team, they're always going for Limon.
I think that probably the group of kids in the early 60s, that consecutive, 42 wins in football, that group of kids, I was one of the greatest bunch of kids that I've ever worked with. Let's find them. I think this started the win streak, that bunch right there. It started in '59 and went through, 3 seasons?
42 games.
42 games, yes. 60, I think that's them. 61, and I don't know to when they got beat, but that's the bunch right
there. It's just all tradition. Like, both of our dads came here and told us football stories since we've been little. We've always wanted to be like them and how good we've been.
Being a player here, I played for Lloyd Gaskell, and the expectations were always very high. You know, you have Warren Mitchell, been here forever. His track team really has never faltered. He's a contender every single year. His expectations from the early 1960s was he was going to win the state championship, and he wins a lot of them.
I have had great success, I think, because of the type of students I've had here at Limon High School. I've had many state championships, and I learned a lot from Lloyd Gaskell and how to work with kids and coach with the kids and get along with the kids.
But he is the person that really got sports going in Limon. He's responsible for all the early history success.
Working with Lloyd was a great pleasure. I worked with Lloyd for many years, and Lloyd expected a lot out of the kids, and he got it out of the kids because they worked hard for him and they liked working with Lloyd.
Well, I think what Coach Gaskell brought to Limon is just that attitude that it does not matter. I mean, he cared as much about the cheerleaders being there to cheer for the football team as he cared about the kids that were out for the football program.
Oh, Dwyer, he played for me on our '79 state championship football team. He knows football, and he's a good disciplinarian, and I think he's great with the kids, and he does a tremendous job.
You know, I told our kids for years and years that, I want to give to you what I had, the opportunity that I had to be successful, on the athletic field, and how that stays with you. It doesn't matter, what you do in life, that always stays with you.
Yeah, the little kids really look up to us. We both have little brothers in elementary, and they're already talking about winning state championships, and they're in 3rd and 4th grade, so they know what to expect. They're supposed to be winners.
My name is Luke Meyer, and my brother's name is LD Meyer.
LD-M-E-I-E-R. I won 3 state championships in football, all-state player 3 times, all-conference, all-area 3 times, defensive player 2005, player of the game 2005 state game, 2001 Little Britches World Champion bull rider.
My name is Tyson Liggett. I'm a 3-time state champion in football. two-time 1A Player of the Year. In basketball, All-State. In track, we won 2 state championships. In baseball, I'm 3-time All-Stater.
You know, I have to pinch myself. I don't know what I did to deserve this, because it's I'm not that good a guy. It's been I'm just blessed. Tyson has been destined to be good since very early on. We always laughed because when he was 4 years old, he and I were playing catch, basically like 2 high school kids do. And I yelled at his mom and I said, you better come look at this. We're throwing a football back and forth, and he's just stepping up and throwing it, catching it with his hands. 4 years old. I said, now you remember this day. You know, someday when he's a Denver Bronco, you remember this day. He's a very quiet kid, so he will never say this out loud, but I believe he wants to play big-time college football. And he will do whatever he believes he needs to do to get there.
All right, welcome to Mullen High School as we bring you to a District 4 basketball. This is the third place game. We got Limon High School against Front Range Christian. It ought to be a good matchup. As always, I'm joined by Tristan Samuels, Joe Brewer on the call here. Glad to have you gentlemen on CHSAA.tv.
Glad to be here. Yes, I'm very happy to be here today.
All right, yeah, on a nice snowy day as the snow falls and it's a little chilly, and tomorrow will be 46, so hey, can't be any better than that. But Front Range comes in at 14-7, the Badgers coming in at 13-8. And gentlemen, off the air, we were talking a little bit about Denver Christian and Limon and the game that happened last Thursday. And obviously, I think the consensus was that Denver Christian was prepared to come out and play Limon, and quite honestly, Limon was just not quite there. I don't know how to say it other than that.
Well, as we was talking about, I don't know how well prepared we were. I mean, both, emotionally, we came out kind of dead, not a lot of energy at times. So, and, we kind of talked about, Badgers on defense. I thought they, Denver Christian running their baseline guy across the court. We were anticipating him coming all the way across and looking for the pass, and, at least 5 or 6 times the guy, just stopped under the basket and was wide open for an easy layup. So,
absolutely, Joe. I mean, and to be honest, watching that game, I wasn't fortunate enough to be on the call with you guys that night, but I did stick around and watch that game, and Limon was unprepared. A couple of weeks earlier, they played Denver Christian on their home floor, and Limon were in control of that game for the Lions portion of the first 3 quarters. Denver Christian kind of turned it on in the late in the third, and then got it going in the fourth, and it was kind of a back and forth game in the fourth quarter with Denver Christian, taking that emotional win at home, being the last game on their home floor before they moved schools, and being there that was senior night, and I thought they deserved the win on that night. And having watched the game the other night here, and essentially a replay, Denver Christian looked to me like they went home, they watched tape on Limon, they figured out what to do, and to be honest, they didn't do anything special against Limon's leading scorer, Gavin Liggett. They played excellent on-ball defense. They played excellent off-ball defense. They were there in the passing lanes. They frustrated Limon all night long. Limon couldn't get any good looks inside. And what they did do, they had nothing but a swarm of Denver Christian boys around them. Really tough night all the way around for Limon Badgers.
Well, and I'd kind of talked to Tim before you got here. We on the first half, they were all over Gavin. I mean, they had number 10. I mean, he was, it's kind of that scene from Hoosiers, tell me what flavor bubblegum, and he could have told him because he went everywhere with him except the bathroom. But, they forced Gavin to take some long three-point shots. He was shooting, college NBA-linked shots, and so
when he's shown proficiency from that kind of range all year long, and I think you're right. I think the additional defensive pressure really just it frustrated him, and then nobody else could get anything going either.
Yeah, and then the second half we kind of came out and we started setting some screens for him, right behind the three-point arc, and he started connecting, and it kind of got a little momentum going to Limon. We were down 22 points there at one time. So
Limon came out of that third quarter. They started out third quarter a little bit sluggish. They were able to, Gavin actually, got going a little bit midway through the third, and cut the lead to 10, if I remember correctly. But they kind of went back and forth after that. Couldn't seem to get closer than I think it was 8 points. After all that.
It ended up 6, I guess, but.
Was it 6? They got as close
at
as 6?
End.
Yeah. Okay, they did.
So.
All right, we have starters. Do we have starters?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get those starters.
For the Badgers tonight, it's the usual starting lineup. Number 1, Kerrigan Capel, a 5'11 junior. Number 10, Tristan Rubisam, a 5'10 junior. Number 22, Luke Meyer, 5'9" junior. Number 23, Gavin Liggett, a 6-foot senior, and Cody Bennett, a 6'1" junior. For Front Range, we have number 2, Seth Skadden. He is a 5'9" junior. Number 4, Cash Chisholm, who is a 6-foot sophomore. Number 22, Braden McLean, who is a 5'10" junior. Number 24, Boomer Bate, a 6'3" senior. And then number 35, Elijah Burbick, a 6'4" sophomore. So that's kind of where we're starting. You know, looking at Front Range's lineup, if nothing else, they ought to win the award for the best names on their team. So.
All right, I think we're about set to go. We'll try to get those. All right, and I think we're set. The Front Range Christian Falcons control the tip initially. Welcome to CHSAA.tv, ColoradoPreps.tv.
The Badgers are going to be playing in their home white. And the Falcons, correct?
Yes.
The mascot Falcons are going to be in away gray.
And Bennett with the ball down in deep could have taken that up for a nice, easy layup. And Meyer will one-hand it. The ball's going to be chased out of bounds. Wow, Front Range able to control it.
Well, yeah, you know something else that is, it seemed like the Badgers had a hard time doing the other night, Tristan, was adjusting to the physicality of the game. You know, it was a pretty rough game, and you know, it seemed like at times, you know, we got pretty frustrated that we weren't getting calls, and we just didn't adjust well.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. The Badgers did not match the intensity from a defensive standpoint. And struggled. You know, a couple of calls didn't go their way. Foul count stayed pretty balanced, I thought, for the most part of the game, but they did not deal emotionally well with things not going their way, and the score was stuck on 11 points for the longest time. And psychologically, as a player, difficult to see that scoreboard not shift when you're trying to give some effort. But they definitely were frustrated, Joe.
Yeah. One key in that game on January 18th, Front Range and Limon, was the fact that Liggett was held to 17 points, although he had that was the coming out party for Devin Christian, who had 13 that game. Luke Meyer had 15. As Liggett starts off kind of cold, and Front Range will bring it down.
Yeah, and the last game looks like the two that kind of led the scoring was Skadden and Bate.
Yep.
For Denver Christian, not Denver Christian. I'm sorry, for Front Range
Christian.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, right, last one, and finally on the board are the Front Range Christian Falcons, number 5, I believe that was
35
or 35. Yeah. That was Elijah Burvick.
Yeah, they're looking kind of on Max Preps, and looks like Boomer Bate is kind of their leading scorer for the year. And then Braden McLean's next at 8.8. Bates averaging 12.5 points a game. So
how much did Boomer Bate have?
12.5.
12.5.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting to see how we pan out tonight. Both teams starting off really slow, trying to, as we said on the top of most of these broadcasts, just feeling each other out, and that's seeing what kind of offenses they're going to have to run and guard against.
Yeah.
And it was a foul there on Bennett, and missed opportunity there by the Falcons. His shot not good. Go inside to Bennett. Bennett will pass it back out to Capel.
You can already tell that there's definitely a different intensity level in this game compared to the night. The other night when the Badgers played Denver Christian. It's a little bit subdued. Both teams are allowing the offense to run whatever offense they want. Limon didn't have much issue swinging the ball around.
Oh, jeez.
That's going to be a foul on Luke Meyer. And a technical?
It's going to be a technical, too.
My goodness.
I'm not sure what the refs are kind of discussing it, but it'll be interesting to see here what they end up calling.
Let's have a look here. Number 44, technical foul. Is that what he said?
Wow, it's not on Luke Meyer. It's actually on Cody Bennett.
Well, I think
he grabbed him.
That's his. Cody's second.
Yeah, Cody off to a tough start. Devin Christian will come in.
I'm not sure who they're calling the technical on.
Yeah, it's going to be
so
Chris Bennett on both.
Or Cody Bennett. Well, then that would be 3 fouls on him, right?
Well, I don't know how they're going to call that, if it's just a technical and a foul, or I guess it'll be interesting to see here.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated, fans, on what exactly that count is and get it cleared up for you as soon as we get some more information as Devin Christian comes in the game for Mr. Bennett.
And Boomer Bate makes his first free throw. It's 3-0 if you just joined us. Mullen High School, ColoradoPreps.tv, CHSAA.tv on the National Federation of High School Networks. We're in March Madness officially.
Last one between these two looks like went down into overtime, guys.
It did.
Third
That's right.
It was like
exactly
a 6-point game, I think. Badgers won by about 6, I believe.
Yep.
Looks that way.
And the
55-52.
Falcons will have it after the technical. They're up 4-0.
Yep. Final score in the last contest was even closer than that. 55 Limon to 52 Front Range Christian.
Liggett's going to take it all the way, and he can't get it to roll. And that is Burvick with the rebound, number 35. Falcons in their gray, trimmed by white and black. And as Tristan said, the Badgers in white with black lettering, black trim. Meyer, nearly walked. Inside to Christian. Christian's had some good games here of late.
He's had a good couple of games last couple of trips. Last time he just got a little bit of foul trouble and got quite frustrated. But the game before that, last home game for the Badgers, excellent game out. Even though it was against a little bit lesser competition, really showed what he was able to do underneath the basket. A little bit cold to start out tonight, but they'll manage to tear down a rebound there and bring it back the other way as Gavin Liggett's going to launch one from 3.
And all of a sudden, a 1-point game.
Considering the distance that Gavin Liggett usually shoots those threes, that one was right up against the line, so that's just a little jump shot. I remember what that used to feel like, guys.
3:31 to go here in the first.
And Lyman's going to settle down into a 2-3 zone here. See if Front Range can make any threes. I think they'll probably stay in that until Front Range can prove that they can make some shots from the outside. As Gavin Liggett with a nice under control spin move and sweet little right hand kiss off the glass.
Badgers' first lead of the game.
Going to extend the defense now.
Burvick and a miss.
Nice rebound by Christian.
Well, as I say, they're going to settle into that 2-3. They extend their defense. Luke Meyer, he's really been all year long a spark plug for this team.
He has, and every time the Badgers needed a lift, they were able to look to Meyer, and he's been able to give that. You can tell the intensity in his eyes. When he gets ready to roll, he rolls.
The kid gets after. What did you guys tell me? He does team roping.
Well, bull riding, team roping. He's done a little bit of everything.
Which, just in case for you fans out there, I am not one of those outback Australians. I'm one of the coastal Australians. So, when it comes to the country stuff, bull roping and riding broncs and chasing down sheep and stuff. It's just not my thing. But I tell you what,
you're from Australia. I thought y'all chase sheep.
Yeah, you're confusing us with New Zealand, mate.
Oh, okay. My! Any of Tristan's friends out there listening in Australia, text me at 719-740-1361. I'd like to know some good stories, please.
In New Zealand, they say in New Zealand that's where the men are men and the sheep are nervous.
Yes, that's Wyoming. Here.
So here we go. Lyman going to extend their defense out.
Oh my goodness.
That'll be on Christian. That'll be his first.
Yeah, they extended it quite well there. Little sloppy.
But going back to Luke Meyer, after we digress, Luke Meyer, when Gavin Liggett has had rough games. Luke Meyer has always been the one that has come in and provided the spark to really get some stuff going for this team. Really nobody got that going last game. Tristan Roberson has had that similar kind of impact, but there was one play that I will kind of point out the last game just to kind of highlight what I mean about Luke Myers. There was a ball that was nobody else would have gone for, and it was in the backcourt. He dove for this ball and knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah,
and was it enabled his team to be able to get back on defense instead of having a fast break kind of situation. As we see Front Range launched from the outside again.
That was Boomer Bate on a long one.
Ooh, that should have been a backcourt. Yeah,
good call there.
Yeah,
Matthew Floric in, and also in our grant. Yeah, also it's Yal, Liggett, Meyer, and Christian and Floric.
Yeah, Floric kind of Front Range defender came down behind him, stole the ball, and got possession. But then he passed it to his teammate in the backcourt. So luckily the ref caught that. He hesitated for a minute.
Oh, Meyer.
Meyer's going to get for the wall.
Well, it was probably fair. I think he shuffled his feet out here on the perimeter. I'm surprised that Coach Folk. Now, would I say Folk or Folk?
Folk, I
Coach
think.
Folk from Front Range. I'm surprised he wasn't jumping up and down about that one because Meyer did shuffle his feet on the perimeter. And so they got the call right. It was just probably a little bit late. As we see the Badgers in that 2-3 zone. Let's see if Front Range can make something happen. Looks like they're showing some patience here now.
Yeah.
Not going to settle for the outside shot. Going to keep working around so they get a good look. And that is a good look for number 20. That's going to be Ben Anderson. Not a bad looking shot there. Just could not get it to go.
Yeah. Looks like that'll be on Cash Chisholm. His second team foul.
Do we have who is the lead got the best 3-point percentage for Front Range Christian? Do we have those numbers?
Yeah, I do. Or unless Joe has them, I've got them here.
I don't have them handy.
I do have them handy here, so.
Well, stand by, fans, because we have a crack bunch of stat gatherers here.
Something like that.
As well as commentators, as Gavin Liggett goes to his standard one dribble to the right, pull-up 3-point shot.
So 6-point lead now for the Badgers.
40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Oh, that's some great offense by Front Range Christian. Yep. Beautifully executed. They got it to the high post turn, got that back cutter going, and a nice little bucket off the glass there. Gavin Liggett going to be long on another 3-point attempt from the same spot. Front Range Christian with some numbers. Cannot get it to go as the Badgers get back, and seeing a pretty good up and down game right now, fans.
It's getting sloppy.
Yeah.
And Tristan, you asked, I'll give you some quick numbers. 25% as a team shooting three-pointers. They're not a three-point shooting team, it appears. Most three-pointers by any team member is Lloyd, and he has a 17%. There's some higher percentages, but not very many
really
shots.
Shot many. So we've got Chris Holm, if I'm saying that right. He's probably shooting the best percentage on the team, but he's only shot a handful of threes. So
which one? Who?
Chris Holm. Cass Chris Holm is a Chisholm.
Actually, I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break.
Sorry, I'll put an extra hour in there.
Good. That's all right. We'll be back in just one moment. You're watching CHSAA.tv, ColoradoProps.tv.
There's nothing like the smoky, wood-burning flavors of slow cooking, and now Arby's has the perfect smokehouse taste that you crave. The new Smokehouse Brisket Sandwich features thinly sliced beef brisket that has been smoked for at least 13 hours. Melted smoked Gouda cheese, crispy onions, and smoky barbecue sauce and mayo, served on a toasted star-top bun. Come to Arby's at 2221 West 6th Street to try it today. Arby's, slicing up freshness.
All right, we are back live here at Mullen High School. District 4 third place game. Boys, Tristan Samuel, Joe Bird, Tim Anderson on the call. We got second quarter action coming at you. Badgers up 10-6. Badgers will have it first off. That's Gavin Liggett. Out front, number 23. He'll drive. Finds Floric at the top. Rubisam for three, no good. And Rubisam hustles.
Nice hustle. That'll be off front range, so.
Nice hustle by Rubisam.
Tristan ran from the other side of the court to the home side and the bench side and got that ball, so.
7:34 to go here in the first half. Yow.
That's a nice looking shot.
Yep.
Yow,
wow.
Out of nowhere with a beautiful shot from the outside.
And that's not exactly his forte, but I guess they'll take it. That was, boy, those numbers are hard. That's number 10, Chipper Lloyd, who is the leader in three-point shots with 29 this season. And that, unfortunately, those stats aren't updated, so that may be a little off.
Yeah, there's about 6 games missing from their stats.
Yep.
Or more. So
the interesting thing here is from a bracket perspective, and we're all just playing for seedings, right?
Correct.
I mean, every team is going to get to move on here,
right?
From this tournament, which is weird, but anyway, that's
the rules. The top 4 teams, yeah.
Nice rebound by Liggett.
So Lyman, going through, will definitely have.
Whoa!
And from the corner, 3-point. If you give him a wide open shot, he's pretty dangerous, that 3-point.
He is.
So.
It's nice to have that additional firepower when they need it.
Who was that?
That was Matthew Floric, our little guy.
The little man.
Who's on Berwick right now.
Yeah, so Lutheran and Denver Christian, that's going to be a game that fans, if you're, even if you're not a Lutheran fan or a Denver Christian fan, that is going to be one heck of a basketball game to tune into.
You got the returning state champion from last year against Lutheran, which was a top 4. That was a top 4 team, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were at the state tournament. Yeah, that was 22.
Yep.
McLean.
That was nice.
Drive to the left-hand side of the basket.
Most coaches will, complain and say you don't want to see the kid use the left hand, and you'll see a lot of times kids will use that right hand, the inside hand, as a way to get that ball up on the glass quick and protect that ball, so defender can't come across. Even if it was an attempt to foul, that defender can't come across.
And we got a foul, and I think
that'll be on Berwick.
Yep.
That's his first. That's third team foul on front range.
So what were you saying about the bracket as far as?
I was just saying that whoever wins this one, if my math is right, going to go through with the third, finish in third.
Right.
And the loser will have the 4th spot. Now, how do they work the seedings out for
the
next in the regional?
Basically, the number 1 seed in District 1 will take on.
No, they seed everybody.
It'll be
they'll
have their
seed 32.
Right. And but where your overall seeding was in your district, as far as if you were the number 4 seed coming out of District 4, you're probably going to end up traveling somewhere where you may not want to travel to.
Okay, so let's say the 1-2 teams, which is going to obviously be Lutheran and Denver Christian out of this district. They're going to get more than likely going to get a higher seeding across the 32, and they're probably going to play home games to start, right?
Yeah.
Well,
there's no home games.
Well, it'll be there's 8 districts.
Oh, nice deal.
They take the 8 district champs and they seed them 1 through 8.
Okay.
And they each host the regional. And then I think it's 9 through 24 they rank, and they I think they try to do those based upon geographic, where they're located.
Okay.
And then the rest, the final 8 is they fill in the blank. So
the likelihood of anyone actually playing on their home floor is minimal.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was trying to understand. More like the NCAA tournament where you're going to play in the tournament wherever your seating is, and it's going to be on a neutral site one way or the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty close. But like last year, Denver Christian was number 1 seed, and they played here for the regional. So, they have them, at a decent-sized facility. Limon, we played down in La Junta at the junior college.
Okay.
So,
well, that would have been an excellent venue for a high school.
It was
kids.
okay. I mean, it's an older gym, but it was a nice facility for that type of tournament. Badgers up 18-10 right now. Liggett with a missed 3.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to play in a high school all-star game when I down in Mississippi when I was many years ago. Not quite as many as you guys when you guys competed.
Hey, what the?
But we did play. We played on a Division II NCAA court, and it was when we were that age, and we were a 3-point contest. We had a dunk contest.
Yeah.
Obviously had the game. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's great when these kids get to play and kind of get that feeling.
Oh yeah, definitely going into.
A lot of these kids are not going to go on and play college basketball. Some will, most won't. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. It's statistics. So having high school kids with the opportunity to play on that kind of floor and that kind of environment, rowdy fans, I think it's an excellent experience.
Oh,
never forget it. I never forget any of my high school days.
Yeah, my oldest niece, she played college basketball, and her high school team got to play on the Mavericks, Dallas Mavericks court.
Nice.
They played a high school game before the Mavericks game one year. I mean, she talked about how much fun it was, but it was also a little overwhelming. That big old,
definitely,
big old arena.
I got to play in the old McNichols Arena before Pepsi Center.
Nice.
Hey, that was a long time ago.
And there you go,
fans.
Here you got a 3 senior gentlemen.
And
I'm just trying to be nice.
There you go.
To everybody here.
By the way,
trying to be inclusive.
Christian missed those 2, and now we've got a 2-pointer.
Scott Garcia.
That's a nice little baseline jump shot by Garcia, helping his team out.
Yeah.
But it kind of plays right into the fact that we can all remember, that far back, and those moments are really special. So if you've got a kid playing today, then you have a good understanding of what exactly they're going through today. As we'll get back to the game here, Limon going to settle back into that 2-3 zone again. It's been quite effective for them thus far.
Badgers up 18-12 with 3 minutes left in the half.
However, Front Range showing quite a bit of patience and ability. They've picked their spots and they've done well. Got a nice little baseline jumper on their last possession. And they're really showing a lot of patience here, picking apart, and they get another great looking shot. And that one's in and out there for number 35, Elijah Burvick.
Burvick, yep.
But great shot, patience.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to go against the Badgers and the.
Well, that's kind of interesting. The Badgers were attempting to pass, and the Front Range guy come flying through and knocked the ball out of bounds, but they gave it to the Falcons. So.
And the Limon Badger fans here showing their disapproval for that call. Nice skip pass by Burvick. They get one inside. It's just a little long.
That was Boomer Bate.
That was Boomer Bate. Shows a lot of skill out there, Boomer. I'm really impressed by the way he's moving out there. Great defense right now on Gavin Liggett. Not getting off his feet. Understands he's got a job to do there, and he's doing it well right now.
And the NBA 3-pointer, no good.
Short.
Oh, it went off Kappel's head.
Yeah.
Ouch. By the way, don't forget we have the championship game coming up right after this broadcast. The Lutheran Lights, number 1 in 2A against Limon Badgers, who have had a huge winning streak, 9-game winning streak. Is that 9-game, I think?
Is it 9 or 10?
Might be 10.
Unbelievable
13,
winning streak. Unbelievable winning streak. We were talking about that at the top of the call on Thursday evening, and really tough game to start out. It was like 2 points. It was 0-0 for forever, and both teams finally got going. But you know what? Really impressed with the Badgers' ability. They have 10 games straight. They looked like their season was done. I'm sure Coach O'Dwyer had more faith than many of the fans. But really, to turn that around and be in the position of playing a championship game later on today, quite impressive to say the least. Now, I understand Lutheran is going to bring quite a challenging task.
Yeah, they're a very very dominating team. They played a lot of their schedule 3A and beat a Holy Family team that's 20-1 right now.
Well, and they thrashed Byers the other night here on this floor, as I understand it, and they're trying to search for some comparisons. I think, and I'm going to be fudgy here on the numbers, but the Badger women beat Byers by maybe 10 or 15 points in the regular season, and then Lutheran just absolutely manhandled Byers
70 to 18 or something like that.
40-something points here the other night. And as I understand it, they're just big. You know, their smallest girls maybe 5'11".
And that was number 34. That was Garcia, who put up the 2, making it a 19-14 game.
But nonetheless, going to be a good game later on tonight. We'll get back to this game.
Cash Chisholm checking back in for the Falcons. We got 54.5 seconds left in the half. Badgers up by 5, 19-14.
I really like the look of this Elijah Burbick for Front Range Christian. Just a sophomore, 6'4", and he's a big body kid. So, you know, if you're a Front Range Christian fan, keep in touch with watching this kid develop. He's shown quite a bit of ability thus far in this game, but he's going to be something to contend with in the years to come.
Falcons looking for the last shot. They'll get it over to Chisholm. And there is Burbick.
They're going to call charge. Tristan Rubisam took the charge, so good job there. That'll be on, seeing who they called that on.
That was number 35, I believe.
On Burbick.
I was just singing his praises, but you know, just young kid, aggressive. Really like the look of him. It's going to be good coming up in these next couple of years.
Yeah, that'll be Burbick's second foul. I show that's the 17th foul Front Range. They're showing 6 on the scoreboard, but I guess at this point it's not a big deal.
Oh, they just changed it, as both of you and Andrea were correct. As Grant Yell have it, and it's nearly tipped out of bounds there by McLean, and Rubisam loses the ball, picked up.
I tell you what, Front Range are really, they're long, and they get their hands in the passing lanes, and that's kind of what caused that turnover to happen. They're going to get it. Oh,
wow. Oh, Nelly. All right.
Starting to get scrappy now.
Yep.
Really getting after it.
A little out of control. 19-14 halftime. Badgers up by 5 points.
So. That was a quick half, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was a quick half.
So.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after these messages. You're listening to ColoradoPreps.tv, CHSAA.tv.
There's nothing like the smoky, wood-burning flavors of slow cooking, and now Arby's has the perfect smokehouse taste that you crave. The new Smokehouse Brisket Sandwich features thinly sliced beef brisket that has been smoked for at least 13 hours, melted smoked Gouda cheese, crispy onions, and smoky barbecue sauce, and mayo, served on a toasted star-top bun. Come to Arby's at 2221 West 6th Street to try it today. Arby's, slicing up freshness.
Want a new phone at a great price? Then hurry to the Penny Phone Sale at Insignal during their President's Day sale. Choose from select 3G or 4G Android phones for just 1 cent. Dig out those pennies and get to Insignal, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer now. Sale starts February 17th through February 22nd at Insignal, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer. These deals won't last long.
Shop Insignal today in Limon at 1144 Main Street. 2-year activation required. Some restrictions apply. Selection may vary at each location. See store for specific details.
For our high school athletes, it's a time of transition, moving from fall sports to winter sports, and Equitable Savings transitions with them, continuing to support our high school sports broadcasts. Equitable home loans are made, funded, and serviced locally, and Equitable's mobile banking lets you do your banking from your smartphone globally. Equitable Savings, since 1954, the same local ownership, the same commitment to our communities. Member FDIC. Deposits are FDIC insured to at least $250,000 and equal housing lender.
Get your home ready for spring inside and out with the great bargain of the month deals at Hoffman Drug True Value. Freshen up your rooms with Easy Care Ultra Premium with paint and primer in one. $5 off with instant savings coupon. Save 30% on Master Painter 3-pack select paint brushes and get to those hard-to-reach areas with a 4-step aluminum step stool, now 27% off at just $39.99. Take advantage of these and other bargain of the month deals at Hoffman Drug True Value, 900 Main Street in Limon. Get your home ready for spring inside and out with great bargain of the month deals at Hoffman Drug True Value. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood with Scott's 4-step program for a healthy lawn. Just $59.99 with $20 mail-in rebate. And don't forget those flowers and outdoor plants. Save 20 to 25% or more on rose, fresh flower, and outdoor plant food. Want to start that garden this year? Pick up a herb garden planter kit on sale for just $6.99. Take advantage of these and other bargain of the month deals at Hoffman Drug True Value, 900 Main Street in Limon.
The following is an interview with a real high school student currently enrolled at Morgan Community College.
For me, it's been a huge relief, but challenging as well. It makes it so that when I get into a college that I already have my general credits, I can go into something knowing that I've already taken this, I can go further. And I will talk to admissions representatives and I'll say, well, I will be graduating high school with 65 college credits. They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm ready to move forward, and I guess it's been easier, I think, being able to see myself in college thanks to having had college classes. I feel totally prepared, and I really feel like I'll be able to, once I get into wherever I decide to go, I feel like I'll be able to just start. I won't have very many questions. I'll just be able to go.
To get a jump start on your college career, log on to morgancc.edu or drop by their Limon office at 940 2nd Street. There's nothing like the smoky, wood-burning flavors of slow cooking, and now Arby's has the perfect smokehouse taste that you crave. The new Smokehouse Brisket Sandwich features thinly sliced beef brisket that has been smoked for at least 13 hours, melted smoked Gouda cheese, crispy onions, and smoky barbecue sauce, and mayo, served on a toasted star-top bun. Come to Arby's at 2221 West 6th Street to try it today. Arby's, slicing up freshness.
Want a new phone at a great price? Then hurry to the Penny Phone Sale at Insignal during their President's Day sale. Choose from select 3G or 4G Android phones for just 1 cent. Dig out those pennies and get to Insignal, your local Verizon Premium Wireless retailer now. Sale starts February 17th through February 22nd at Insignal, your local Verizon Premium Wireless retailer. These deals won't last long.
Shop Insignal today in Limon at 1144 Main Street. Two-year activation required. Some restrictions apply. Selection may vary at each location. See store for specific details.
For our
All right, back here live, Mullen High School, as we are at halftime here between the Limon Badgers boys and the Front Range Christian Falcons. The score here right now, Badgers up by 5, 19-14. This is the game that will determine third place for District 4. Up next after this will be the girls' championship game between the Lutheran Lights and the Limon Badgers girls teams. So we do have some stats here provided by Andrea Anderson. Appreciate that. Quickly, starting for the Limon Badgers, we'll go points. Yal with 2, Meyer with 2, Liggett with 9, Christian with 3. As far as shooting percentages, not the best, Joe. 25% from the field, or 30% from just from the 2-point range, 21% from 3-point range, and 40% free throws. So not exactly whippy.
No, we didn't shoot too well. 19 points in the half, and I don't know that it was Front Range playing that tough a defense that limited us. Neither team shot too well.
Yeah, and speaking of which, the Front Range Christian Falcons shot 31% from a 2-point line or 2-point range. I know they had 3-point shots, but we didn't get those recorded, looks like, correctly. And they had 2 of 2 free throws for 100%. So from that respect, obviously.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of free throws.
No.
I think this is definitely the lowest foul count the Badgers had in the first half all year. They had 3 fouls. Devin Christian had 1 and Cody Bennett 2.
2, yeah.
Plus his little extracurricular foul.
Yeah, that little technical foul that didn't. I don't know if the turnovers are correct, but 3 turnovers for the Badgers seems, I guess, plausible.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. We kind of had to turn over a couple underneath here, but it wasn't a tremendous amount, so that's probably pretty close.
Yeah, 5 is what's showing for the.
It was a pretty.
Falcons.
Talking about it was a quick half. That's part of the reason is there was only 1 timeout and wasn't a lot of turnovers, so it was just a lot of back and forth.
All right. So I guess for the Front Range Christian Falcons, what do they need to do, gentlemen, to see if they can get the lead back and the win for the Falcons? Obviously the Badgers came out with some intensity. They've had a very patient offense, but unfortunately not been scoring enough to get past the Badgers. So what do you see them needing to do to get back in the game?
I think that they've got the right game plan, to be quite honest with you. They're showing a lot of patience. They just haven't had the buckets drop as they needed to. They've passed the ball around. They've looked for the open spot. They've got open looks. They just haven't been able to knock them down there, Tim.
And I think that's both teams. They neither one of them have shot. Had those shots fall, and Front Range, several of those 3-pointers were in and outs. So, but the Badgers, they need to get hot.
Yeah, they do. And I was just going to ask, what do the Badgers need to do? They need to basically play consistent, no turnovers, which they've been pretty decent at, and they've got to get some offense. Somebody's got to start scoring. Liggett with 9 points right now, and not a lot of support there again, and that's something we've seen all season. And hopefully some of the other gentlemen will step up and give Mr. Liggett some support.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
Joe,
go ahead.
The thing with Limon is it's been the same thing pretty much throughout the season that I've watched them play, at least, is that they need to get contributions from some support players, support to Gavin Liggett, because it's clear that Dirk Peterson wants to funnel these offense through Gavin Liggett, but they need to do a better job boxing out and rebounding. And if they've, those have been the things that have really hurt them in the games that they've lost. They've got to do a better job on securing the ball as well.
And Joe, in the early part of the season, some of those games Tristan didn't see probably, but we noticed that rebounding was a real deficit. They just could not seem to get physical. Devin Christian has come in and given some nice support as we do start third quarter action. Liggett with the ball. Badgers will have it first, just inside the free throw line, and he'll put it up for 2.
Nice spin move.
Yeah, no kidding. 21-14. Here come the Falcons.
Badgers coming out in a man-to-man to start the half.
There's Burvick. He'll try to back down Christian. And a hook. Christian with the nice position and rebound.
Yeah, Christian starting in place of Cody Bennett for this half. And I'm sure part of that's because of Cody with his 2 fouls, but it's that technical foul. That's a big no-no with Coach Peterson. And I'm sure he will be setting for a little bit.
He is sitting right by the coach.
Yeah.
As Burvik tries to put it up, and I think that's going to be Christian on the foul there.
Yeah, he got a hip on Burvik, and as he was shooting, kind of threw that old hip out there on him. That'll be 2 on Devin. First team foul this half for the Badgers.
So Burvik will be at the line.
Misses his first shot.
Burvik's second one's up, and he got that one. So lead's reduced to 6, 21-15. Badgers up on top. Liggett will bring it down across half court. And they've... Oh, and then he throws a pass that goes right by Meyer. So a turnover there. If you listen to the stats at halftime, turnovers pretty low for both teams. And there's Bate. He's going to get hacked on the way. It'll be Meyer, and is that Meyer's second?
Oh, that's Meyer's first.
First? Trying to give him a foul.
Yeah, he's got 1, Devin's got 2, Cody's got 2.
Boomer Bay will inbound it. And he'll get it out to Seth Skadden. Skadden with the face mask there.
Yeah, like I said, this, if nothing else, Front Range has got the best named team.
They do.
I mean.
Boomer Bait, Seth Skadden, you got to like that.
Yeah, Cass, Chipper.
You bet.
Yeah.
Chisholm, you know.
Paris. So.
Burvik.
That'll be out of bounds on the Badgers. Tristan Rubensam almost with the steal.
Bait. Over to Skadden. Skadden inside. Well, they were going to call that a 3, but it misses. Rubensam will come away with it. Hands it off to Liggett, who will start it over again. And he'll take a three-pointer and leans into it and got it.
Chisholm kind of gave him just a little bit of room, and that's all he needs. So
Bate will bring it across half court. The number 4 seed Front Range Christian, number 3 seed in the district, Limon Badgers.
24-15, just under 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Ooh, nice block by Christian.
Devin Christian. And that is a baseline mistake there by the Badgers as they let Bate go right through several Badgers on the baseline.
Well, and I think there's a case, Devin knew he had 2 fouls, and so he couldn't do a lot. He just kind of had to get a hand up in his face and wasn't able to get off his feet and try to stop it.
Yeah, missed shot by the Badgers. Burvik with the rebound. Here come the Falcons. McLean. Oh, into number 4, that's Chisholm. And a shot up, missed. It bounces off several players before the Badgers come away with it. Three-pointer for Capel.
And the last couple of games, Capel has kind of hadn't taken a lot of shots. And, earlier in the year he was shooting a lot more, and he hasn't done that in the last couple of games.
Yeah, I think he lost a lot of confidence. There was a stretch of games where he did go a little cold and kind of was afraid to, I think, put up some shots. But there's a foul on that play.
That's a good sign for the young fella too, just being a junior. So getting himself in a position where he feels confident taking those kinds of shots. This is going to be a Liggettless team. Come next year. So Dirk Peterson is going to be looking to somebody else to fill the void, and it's good to see him showing that confidence.
Exactly. And
second shot up and good.
Yeah, so Chisholm,
not Chris Holm. Chisholm.
Hey. Chisholm trail, I think. As Floric will get the handoff from Liggett. Skadden on Floric. Badgers will put it up with Rubensam missing, and away comes McLean.
That's a great defense to offense swing for the Falcons there. They forced Limon into a bad shot, I'd say.
Got an offensive foul on the Badgers. Sorry.
That's all right.
Rubensam, that's going to be his second. So Grant Yowell will come in.
Yeah, it's a tough couple of possessions for Rubensam. The Falcons forced him into a one dribble pull up from the elbow, which is a low percentage shot. They got a breakout, didn't convert on the breakout, but then he comes back down the floor and commits a offensive foul. So a couple of tough possessions. That's going to earn him a couple of minutes on the bench, right by Coach Peterson.
Oh, near walk. I don't know. Kind of an awkward step as Chisholm kind of went forward. Burvick caught on the block. McLean out of Garcia.
Now that's it, Burvick. I mean, you look down. I mean, you probably can't really make sense of it watching it on the computer there, fans. But Burvick is sophomore, 6'4".
Wow.
I mean, the kid is going to grow for sure.
Oh, definitely.
And he's, you know, like the way, you know, body control for a kid that young, and you know, at that size, is impressive.
That's a foul on McLean. That'll be his second for the Falcons.
Yeah, number 33 just checked in. We don't have him on the roster. I don't know who he is.
Huh.
He's a mystery.
Mystery man.
Maybe he's in the witness protection plan.
Could be.
I can't tell his name.
Limon looking a little bit helter-skelter right now. Not sure what they want to do. The Falcons playing some great pressure defense out on the ball.
Meyer for a three. It's off.
That's going to be off Badgers.
Yep. Bennett tried to get the rebound. He just couldn't get both hands on it, get control.
Yeah, that's a mystery. I do not see who. No, there's no number 33. There is a 30, Matoba.
There's a 34 and a 35, Burvick and Garcia.
So we're not exactly sure who it is, but
nonetheless, let's see if he can provide a
spark
for his team.
Oh, that doesn't help us. Sorry. As that shot goes up, miss. Burvick out to Chisholm, and now to Bate. Burvick will look. Yeah, for those of you fans that I had the clock in the corner of the screen, I took it off just for that purpose. Sorry. I didn't see who that was on that end. Sorry about that.
Got a timeout.
And it is a
timeout
30
on
second.
the Badgers,
Yep.
30 second.
So we'll stay with it.
I'm going to have that mystery player's name here directly.
Yeah, I'll have it. I got it here just at least from their stats. Let's see if he shows up. It's a race.
What's his number?
There's no 33 on that on the stats. Sorry, guys. I just checked.
All right.
There is a Matoba that's a senior, and he's number 30. Very little stats. So, Badgers will have it out of bounds. It'll be Meyer nearly. Oh,
he
it
does.
does.
Tried to lead Floric into the backcourt, but Floric couldn't catch up with the ball and just corrals it on the wrong side of the end line.
So 27-20. Badgers up by 7. 2:35 to go here in the third quarter. As that'll go into Chisholm. Chisholm will put it up, and it rolls out. Yao with the rebound. Garcia ties him up. Possession will stay with the Falcons.
That's a tough break for Chisholm. You know, 6 foot sophomore inside, trying to mix it up with the big boys in there, and he just came up a little bit short.
And Bennett and Yao in there for the Badgers, along with Meyer, Floric, and Liggett. Liggett gets the rebound, and here they come. Badgers will put it up for 3. Liggett off the miss. Yep.
Yeah, he was going to shoot that from the time that he pulled that rebound down. He had no intent of doing anything else.
And double M man, 33, mystery man, gets the rebound for the Front Range Christian. And nice anticipation there by Liggett as he tried to get the steal. Goes out of bounds. Boomer Bate. And Chisholm will handle the inbound duties. 2:03 to go here.
Falcons need to get a couple stops and get some valuable baskets here, get back in this game before the third quarter gets done with. They've been playing great on the defensive end and not letting this game get out of hand, but Limon doing a great defensive job as well, forcing them to take tough shots. As you see, a second long 3-point shot from the Falcons.
Yeah, I'll have it out on the perimeter. Floric will penetrate. He'll go up and miss.
Grant Yow's going to pick up his foul.
Yep.
That's going to be an over-the-back call. He just got a little bit too overzealous going for that rebound, was well out of position, and commits the over-the-back call. Foul, sorry. Not call, foul.
Call?
Foul.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Foul. Boomer Bay will bring it down for the Badgers. For the Falcons, minute 33 to go.
Boomer's been kind of quiet in this game, huh, boys?
Yeah.
No boom.
And that is going to be number 33, up and in.
We're not sure who 33 is, but nice little one dribble on the closeout by a Badger defender. Just dribbles on by him, pulls up for the jump shot, and the recovering defender just gets him a bit of a knock on the way up, and he completes the 3-point play.
Well, whoever he is, he's probably going to get some more playing time.
Anderson comes in for Boomer Bates. So.
Interesting move there.
All right, Lutheran, my bad. Front Range going to show some full court pressure now. And they're going to stay disciplined. Now it's just a full court man, so not looking to trap.
And just trying to put a little pressure on Floric and Liggett. Whoa, nearly lost that.
Tried real hard to turn it over there, and Gavin Liggett does by giving his best impression of a left foot field goal kicker and punts it out of bounds.
So minute 8 to go here.
You like that? Field goal kicker and punts it.
And rugby style kicker. Yeah. Running punt.
Kicked out to, I think that was Anderson on the long.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
there.
Front Range Christian cannot afford to keep launching those deep balls. They're going to have to stay patient with what they've been doing and try to get the inside looks, because if they keep settling for those long ones, the way they've been shooting, it's not gonna end well for them.
Well, and we looked earlier on the 3-point shots. They are not a 3-point shooting team. They have not attempted it. Well, and again, short stats. We don't know if those stats are correct, but they have not shot a lot of threes. But what they have done is
not been very proficient.
No. So Liggett,
Garcia fouls Liggett. Liggett will be at the line shooting 2.
Sometimes the reality versus expectation is a wider gulf.
Yep.
Probably got several kids out there that believe they can shoot threes.
There you go.
Or make threes, but
well, I believe I can shoot threes. I can shoot them all day long, but I don't believe I can make many. But
hey, it's all perspective.
Yeah.
46 seconds to go here.
Now, interestingly enough, Limon have stayed in this zone quite a bit, and it is it's working.
Worked well.
They get another tough shot, turnaround jump shot in the lane, and it's also long.
27 seconds.
Floric almost took a little extra step there before he passed it.
Yeah,
with a running jump shot.
Yeah, that's a bad shot.
Yeah. 16 seconds left in the quarter. Badgers up 29-23.
Didn't get square to the basket, and then try to come over his right shoulder and just kind of throw a floater up there.
Shot put it. McLean to Anderson.
Run out of time.
And Anderson. Holy criminy! Anderson, who I think probably has shot, I'll tell you how many he's shot.
That was a nice looking. You know what? He shot one in the first quarter that was nice looking. That one was nice looking too. And he just bombs that one.
Anderson, for the year, has shot 20 and has made 6. So there you go. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. We are at the third quarter end with the score 29-25. We'll be back after these messages.
Just wanna sing. Put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up now. Put it up.
Get your home ready for spring inside and out with a great bargain of the month deals at Hoffman Drug True Value. Freshen up your rooms with Easy Care Ultra Premium with paint and primer in one. $5 off with instant savings coupon. Save 30% on Master Painter 3-pack select paint brushes and get to those hard-to-reach areas with a 4-step aluminum step stool, now 27% off at just $39.99. Take advantage of these and other bargain of the month deals at Hoffman Drug True Value, 900 Main Street in Limon.
put it up now.
We are back.
Okay, so with that 3-point shot, that's going to bring Front Range within 3 of the Badgers here, and we did get an answer to the mystery man, number 33. He was listed in their programs as number 3, but it is Nathan Palladino, number 33, not 3.
There you go.
Mystery solved. We can now carry on and call that man by name.
Nothing beyond our crack staff here. Oh, wide open was Kerrigan Capel.
And Grant just picks up an offensive foul.
And you can't have that.
Several offensive fouls been called in this game.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, you only see a handful usually called per game, but I think we've seen more than our fair share this time.
You know, the Badgers have got to, up top, look for the cutters. Luke Meyer cut along the baseline right there, wide open, and we didn't get him the ball, underneath. We've got to look, there was an open lane to get him the ball, so Badgers got to be a little bit smarter here.
Yeah, well, that is definitely bodes well for Falcon fans as they get an extra possession on that turnover and make it count with Elijah Burvick with a nice little post move. Just bumps his way in there and nice one off the glass.
A 1-point game and a foul.
Yep, Liggett draws a foul.
So that'll put Liggett to the line, 84% free throw shooter.
That'll be on Paladin, his first. Palladino, or I guess Paladin was have gun will travel, so I think that's a little different.
that's correct, yeah.
Gavin Liggett's short on the first of 2.
That's one of them old shows we watched when we were kids, so you wouldn't understand, Tristan.
No, that's why I kept my mouth shut and talked about Gavin making the second.
Yeah. 2-point lead for the Badgers, 30-28, 7 minutes left in the ball game.
Believe it or not, my first television was a black and white one that you actually had to switch on.
Mine was too.
At the TV, and you could choose between the VHS and UHF, and I don't know what those mean today, but they were important back then, I guess.
Burvick, wide open, leaves it.
Badgers just had him stopped, and the defenders just backed up.
I am impressed with the Burvick kid, I got to tell you.
Okay, so delay game warning for Front Range. Yeah. Apparently, ball kind of.
He slapped the ball after it went through. So.
And here's the danger zone for Badgers and Badgers fans. They've shown a tendency to do this, and let opposing teams get back in the game after somewhat being in control. And it's Devin Christian. No, that's Yao. Is that Yao?
That's Yao with the rebound. Christian on the miss. And possession there will go to the Falcons.
Not sure. Oh, they called it a jump ball.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I thought that was probably a clear foul, but a jump ball it is as number 4, Chris Chisholm, comes back into the game for the Falcons.
Yeah, Chisholm, Anderson, Burvick, McLean, and Bates in the game.
Well, this one has turned into a barn burner for you fans out there watching on CHSAA.tv. Pleasure to be bringing it to you this afternoon from Mullen High School. Do not go anywhere because this is game on as
Ben Anderson has gotten hot ones.
Holy moly. That is his 3rd 3 of the game, guys. And he has provided a much-needed spark for his team in this second half.
And another 30-second timeout.
I think maybe we need to get a hand in his face.
Possibly.
Stands out there wide open.
Colorado High School basketball is brought to you by our sponsors Hoffman Drug and Signal, Verizon and Signal. Equitable Savings and Loan, Hoffman Drug. Did I already say that?
Yeah.
I need my list.
Hoffman Drug twice.
Yes. Arby's of Limon. And who am I missing? My goodness. Let me check here. Morgan Community College. How can we forget Morgan Community College? So we appreciate their sponsorship as we head into the heart of the postseason here.
You tried one of them new Arby's sandwiches?
Oh, man.
The brisket ones?
Oh, yeah.
Hadn't.
Oh, that's something else.
The picture that we have on the commercial is unbelievable.
Yeah, the sandwich doesn't look anything like the picture, but
Meyer with a 3.
And Meyer, as we have talked about before, when the Badgers need a spark, he provides it.
Yeah, a gritty kid, comes up with a big bucket for his team. And, we're just trading blows right now. It's really going to come down to who can get stops.
5:17 to go, 33 all.
Oh, and he walked there.
Yeah.
Surprised he got away with that one. But anyway, carrying on.
As Chisholm will
In
take
the
it
lane.
up. Oh, and
Blocked by Devin Christian.
Devin Christian asserting his presence in there, not in my house.
There was no doubt about that one.
Bennett comes in for Christian.
Devin Christian gets his entire hand on that ball and throws it out of bounds.
And he'll come out. And Grant with a nice tip back to Meyer. And Meyer, 2-on-2, takes it and puts it in. Nice job.
There we go.
35-33, 5 minutes left in the ball game. Badgers with a 2-point lead.
Falcons need to beware of Meyer. He's just a strong kid. Comes up with the 3 on the last possession and then just barrels his way down the lane. Nice under control, right-handed little baby hook and gets it to drop. And that's 5 points straight for Meyer out of the timeout.
Yep. Over to McLean, who is guarded by Meyer. Over to Bate.
A good thing for the Badgers, Ben Anderson's out. So
yeah, no kidding. It's funny he's out, too. Yeah,
3-point.
I'll tell you what, this Falcon team really well coached, and you can tell that Coach Focus puts a lot of time into coaching them. They play their offense wide out on the floor, and it's something that you learn when you play at higher levels is to spread the floor. You don't have to play tied up onto the 3-point line. You use that whole half, and they're doing a really good job of that. Creates a lot of space, passing lanes, and driving lanes as well.
Well, and they are running some time off the clock, too, and they're going to get an illegal screen.
Yep, that's going to be on Burbick, I believe.
Credit the Badgers on that possession. They stayed down in defensive stance, got a couple of hands on loose balls that went back the Falcons' way, but they stayed in defensive stance. They stayed with it, and they end up getting an offensive foul on a pick and roll call.
Yeah, Burbick will come out, Garcia will come in. So Garcia, Skadden, McLean, Chisholm, and Bates in for the Front Range Christians. Meyer, Liggett, Bennett, Kerrigan, Capel, and Devin Christian in for the Badgers. 3:42 to go.
Find Gavin Liggett. I'd say Meyer's the one with the hot hand right now, and that's where they want the ball. And he looks off a 3, gives it up to Gavin Liggett, who's going to wheel and deal inside.
Nice turnaround. Badgers with a 4-point lead. 3.5 minutes left in the ball game. 37-33.
Over to Garcia. Across to Skadden. Skadden loses the handle on it. Christian with the takeaway.
He had a great idea. He was going to touch pass it.
And a miss. And Christian on the rebound and puts it back up. Another miss.
Skadden on that last possession had a great idea. He was going to touch pass it to the short corner.
Nice block by Christian.
Christian comes up with a huge block.
Meyer passes to Liggett, and Liggett can't get a hand on it. And Front Range grabs the ball and takes it in for an easy layup. Cuts it to a 2-point lead.
Liggett over to Meyer. Nice block by Christian. Unfortunately, they could not control that.
It's going to get a little bit of dribble weave action happening. Liggett
gets the roll.
All right. 39-35. 2:20 to go here in the game. Badgers up by 4 over the Front Range Falcons. As Chisholm will cut through after passing off to McLean or Bate. Now Garcia to Chisholm. Skadden comes flashing up, top of the key. McLean will make a move.
Oh, that's Meyer. Luke Meyer got beat handily off the dribble there, and he gives.
He made no bones about what he was going to do there.
Now he hooked him pretty well. It looked like he bulldogging.
Yeah, that was Braden McLean. He said, "You're going to go that way. I'm going to help you on your way." And give him a little bit of nudge, and that's going to send McLean to the line for 2.
4-point lead for the Badgers, 1:53 to go here.
And he's been pretty good from the line tonight, folks. Makes his first of 2.
Paladin comes in for Garcia.
That'll be Palladino.
Palladino. Potato, yeah.
Paladin. Palladino.
Second one is up and good.
So 37-39, back to 2 points.
Not sure what they're going to play tight D. Palladino has been charged with following Gavin Liggett around everywhere he goes. Looks like he is in a face guard situation. Great pass there.
Wide open.
Nice.
Oh, partially blocked.
Bennett turned the wrong way.
Yeah. And a timeout.
Yeah.
Great up and under move.
Yeah. And he just turned the wrong way on his spin there. So
yeah, just could not get it to drop.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in just one moment as we will take a quick break.
Get your home ready for spring inside and out with great bargain of the month deals at Hoffman Drug True Value. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood with Scott's 4-step program for a healthy lawn. Just $59.99 with $20 mail-in rebate. And don't forget those flowers and outdoor plants. Save 20 to 25% or more on rose, fresh flower, and outdoor plant food. Want to start that garden this year? Pick up a herb garden planter kit on sale for just $6.99. Take advantage of these and other bargain of the month deals at Hoffman Drug True Value, 900 Main Street in Limon.
All right, back after the timeout. Front Range Christian Falcons will have the ball. And McLean will bring it up. Back to Bate. Bate kicks it out to Chisholm.
Oh, they give up a wide open 3. Not that the Falcons have shown a ton of proficiency this season from the 3-point line, but they have in this game.
And it's going to be a foul.
Big Bennett.
Yeah, they have not shown a huge proficiency. That is for sure.
That'll be his 3rd or 4th.
Who was that on?
Bennett. I guess they did finally assign that technical foul to him. So.
And by the way, Chandler Doe is not feeling the love right now. Chandler, we love you. He wanted a shout out, so there you go.
Tie ball game.
Chandler, we are missing your high-flying theatrics from last year. That's for sure.
Yes, we are. Yeah, I remember in this gym, actually, I think it was against, who was it against? Lutheran, maybe?
I don't remember.
Anyway, a huge dunk. I thought it was on this gym.
Oh, no, that kid had springs in his legs. Yeah.
Oh, man, he is unbelievable. So, 39-39, we've got
just right at a minute left in the ball game.
Yep. So the Badgers will see whether or not they can hold on to that 3rd place or drop to that 4th place or that 4th seed coming out of here.
Well, it'll be something else. See these two teams go into overtime again.
Yeah, and we forget. Yeah, they were in overtime the last game, January 18th, back in Limon. Kappa will have it. Full court pressure by the Falcons. Palladino, yep.
Showing full court pressure, staying with Gavin Liggett. Gets a screen.
That's going to be short.
Meyer nearly had a shot at it. And now Coach Folk will want them to slow it down. Bate will take it, pop it over to Burbick, and a timeout call.
I don't think they were listening to him, so he took the whatever control he could, and he called himself a timeout.
Full
Great,
timeout.
it's pretty well set up. As a as a coach, I probably would have liked to have seen, the Badgers get something closer to the basket. Trying to go for a long three. Ball in Gavin Liggett's hands is fair enough, but to go for a long three, in this kind of situation, I think you want to get something close to the basket. Having said that, they had a chance at the rebound. Luke Meyer gets his hand on it, and they don't come up with it. Going to be interesting to see what happens here. Going to be huge for Limon. Stay in their defensive stance and don't give up any easy buckets. Other side, Falcons. This is their opportunity to avenge a loss from earlier in the season.
Exactly.
And send the Badgers packing.
All right, so here we go. 34 seconds left on the clock.
Foul count 9-4, FYI.
Now that could prove really critical.
Yeah.
As the inbounds will come from the far side of the court. Bate will inbound it. He'll get it to Chisholm.
Not sure they want Devin Christian on Chisholm, but he notices there. They're gonna hold for the last shot here, folks. So stay tuned. I'm gonna shut up and see what happens.
It'll be interesting. McLean. And I would imagine either Bate or probably McLean is who they'll want that in the hands of. Oh! And a miss.
Oh! Out of bounds on front range.
Wow.
Badgers ball, 5.2 seconds left.
I tell you what, that was a beautiful basket cut by Chris Chisholm. I mean, he passed the ball, cut straight away, wide open, gets the ball back, cannot make it drop right underneath the basket. Limon, there was a bit of a fumble. Limon ends up coming up with the ball. Unbelievable. And as you see, I don't know who it was, but one of the Falcons players with his hands on his head in exasperation. Number 4.
That's Boomer Bates. Who is 4? No.
That's Chisholm.
That's Chisholm.
Chisholm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he had a driving layup there, nice clean shot. But the Badgers, Liggett and one other Badger kind of got up in the air and kind of made him alter that shot. And
they were swapping around at it, and apparently no foul on the call. And it's going to be Badgers ball with
5.2 seconds.
5.2 seconds to go. I guarantee we're going to see some pressure up the court here, and I'm going to guarantee looks like Gavin Liggett's going to pass the ball in, but I no doubt he's going to end up with the ball in his hands here.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt.
Well, actually, if he's taking the ball in, they're probably going to look for something long here. Let's stay tuned. It's going to be an interesting finish.
And it's kind of interesting. Tristan Rubitz, Sam, is sitting on the bench, and I'm not sure I wouldn't have gotten him in the game, but
Liggett does get a better
shot. Oh, they foul Liggett.
Oh, not a good thing to do.
Palladino.
Oh, wow. Meyer was wide open. They're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, well, it was actually not a bad thing to do, considering I think we had the foul count switched around there, but not in the bonus. Would have been a terrible, terrible mistake, but they did foul. They allowed Liggett to dribble the ball over half court before they committed the foul.
Kind of interesting, though, because, Liggett, he put the ball up. So they must have called it on the ground. Called the foul on the floor before he got that ball off, because he did shoot it.
So a minute. How about 1.8 seconds left to go here?
Yeah, this one's going overtime, guys.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Unless something miraculous could happen, and miracles do happen.
Well, I'm going to call it right now. It's going into overtime, but.
You have little faith, man.
It's not about faith. It's just about the numbers. It takes 0.9 of a second to get a shot off. If they can get one in, I'm sure there's going to be. They don't have time to have Gavin Liggett take the ball out and get it back. I dare say he will be receiving, and if that's the case, he's going to catch and shoot. And he has made some amazing buckets this year. So we're going to see Floric with the inbounds. Let's see what they set up.
2 men on Liggett, so. And now Front Range takes their last timeout, I do believe.
Coach Peterson going to draw something up for his Badger team, and it's going to be interesting.
Yes, it is. So a good one here in our first part of the doubleheader. Badgers and the Falcons tied 39-39. Back on January 18th, they went into overtime as well at Limon. The Badgers coming out with a 55-52 win there. So we'll see if we have that same repeat, or the Falcons can potentially one-up the Badgers and make it an even 1-1 for the season.
You know, having said that, this has been a really low-scoring affair. At the end of regulation, the last time these two teams met, they were 49 apiece.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit more, but you can tell with the score here, you know, the shooting hasn't been very good, but defensively, both teams have been right on top of it, and that's probably due in part that this is this is the last game before moving on to the next round.
Exactly.
So, if you're the Badgers, you know, we've got, 1.9 seconds left. They're double teaming Liggett. Do you try to get a Luke Meyer open and get a shot off?
And that's maybe what.
Flork!
Oh, Nelly!
No,
it was a good try.
It was a great play. Floric just did not get a good handle on the ball when he caught it. Couldn't gather his feet. Had to kind of take a step into that three. But nice play drawn up there by Coach Peterson. And, the Falcons were left wondering there. They definitely didn't have an answer for that one.
Yeah, because, they had Liggett double teamed. They assumed he was going to take the last shot. So that drew the right play up, but as you kind of said, Floric, when he shot the ball, he was going forward instead of straight up and altered his shot.
Yeah, he got the ball back from Meyer pretty quickly, and that had to come back quick.
Yeah.
Just the ball was a little low when it came to him, and for a shooter in that kind of situation, you need that pass to kind of be on time and right into the shooting pocket, so you can go straight into your shot. He had to kind of gather himself before launching that shot. So in any case, like I said, here we go with some overtime between the Falcons and the Badgers here at Mullen High School, Denver, Colorado. Stay tuned. This one is going to be fun.
And it'll be Devin Christian and Bervick to jump it.
Yeah, Badgers have Christian, Meyer, Floric, Liggett, and Capel on the floor. Falcons have, let's see, they've got McLean, Bervick, I was trying to see, Boomer Bates.
4 minutes, yep.
Palladino, and Capel gets the
Badgers are going to control the tip.
Yep. Ooh.
Boy, nearly lost the ball there, but they'll get it down to Meyer.
2 points. Good job. Nice assist from Liggett.
It's a textbook basketball. Dribbled in the middle of the lane. All kinds of things open up. Liggett was able to drop a nice little bounce pass to Meyer for an easy one off the glass.
For the Badgers, they've got to continue to play defense. They seem to have had some lapses here.
A little bit of matchup zone kind of coming out, putting some pressure on.
Ooh,
no, not matchup, just flying around doing their job.
Ooh. Floric gets a hand on the ball, but Falcons get it back.
They're getting a little loose now.
Bates with the three.
Wow. I'll tell you what, after looking at the stats about the three-point percentage for the Falcons,
obviously
they have going there. They've really kind of proved us wrong there.
Yeah, we're missing some stats apparently. As Liggett will penetrate, kick it back out. Well, he's going to go ahead and take a shot, and that's off.
It's an ill-advised shot, that one.
You got to look for the open man there. He was hung up, and one of the other Badgers has to come to him so he can make that pass. So,
great post feed. That's a beautiful post feed from Palladino to Bervick underneath the basket.
Yep,
That's
Christian kind of got hung out there, and Meyer's going to be offensive.
Maybe.
Yep. He ducked his head. Can't do that.
And the Badgers on the verge of imploding here.
Yep, that'll be 3 on Luke.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, guys. That might just be a high school thing, but I definitely would not have expected that to be an offensive foul.
Well, if he hadn't ducked his head, it probably wouldn't have been, but usually when they duck the head, that's the call that's going to be made.
That's interesting.
Badgers need to D up right here. Oh! Palladino was looking for Chisholm cutting, and Chisholm was cutting, and Palladino didn't anticipate that.
Is that score correct? It's a 41-40.
Yeah, they made a 2 and a 3, so.
Okay, that's right, they did, of course.
We just made the 2, so. Liggett with 3, that's going to be short. Meyer with the rebound.
Nice hustle. Oh, wide open, Devin Christian.
And hit a foul!
Holy.
That'll be on McLean. That's his third.
That play is all because of Luke Meyer's hustle and effort.
Exactly.
He got a hand on that ball. He chased it down, found an open guy, and then it just led to that play and the finish by Devin Christian. Now at the line for a chance to complete the three-point play. And he does.
Oh, he doesn't. Gosh.
Not. Come on, just rolled off the front of the rim. I thought that one was down.
Badgers down by 1 minute. Minute 40 left in the ball game in first overtime. Oh, Bennett with the steal.
That's a heady play by Bennett. Hold the ball up and get a good possession out of it. Liggett
gets the foul.
Yeah, it's if you're a Badgers fan, you're pretty happy about that foul call, but if you're a Falcons fan, you're probably asking why that one was called. He kind of went flying down the lane there, and you got to feel like he was probably bailed out on that drive.
Yeah. That's Palladino's third foul. Liggett makes his first shot.
That'll tie the game up.
Minute and a half left. Chipper Lloyd coming back in the game. I'm sure he's probably coming in for Palladino.
Liggett continues his proficiency from the charity stripe.
45-44, minute and a half left in the ball game. Badgers up by 1.
So they're going to pick up man-to-man now and try and apply a little bit of pressure. This is where it all comes down to is who makes mistakes and who doesn't. And I'll tell you what,
they're going to call a foul, I believe, probably over the back on.
That was excellent basketball by the Falcons. Excellent basketball.
They called that on Burbick. That is his fourth.
Wow.
They're calling him for over the back.
That's amazing. So, it's a shame, really, because they made an awesome drive, found the cutting, the defense shifted like they're supposed to. I don't know who that was driving, but made a great pass. I think that was number 4, Cass Chisholm, and he found the open player, just didn't get it to drop. And that's been the story of this game for the Falcons. They've had a lot of good looks. They've made a lot of good plays, a lot of good passes. Just haven't come up dividends.
Meyer makes his first free throw, misses the second. Badgers up by 2 with a minute 4 left in the ball game, 46-44. So,
well, if the Falcons take a 3 on this possession, it's going to be ill-advised. They need to get something close to the basket. They're going to work it in. McLean on the baseline. Tries to come up underneath. Good save.
Bait. And
Christian with the foul.
But it might work out as Christian fouls Bait.
Huge hustle play there. But Devin Christian, he tries to save the ball, gets back inbounds, and then contests the shot. And you know what? I'm got no complaints about that. Most people say you're only going to foul him and give him a chance to score on the line, but you can't give up an easy one.
And there it is.
And there you go.
That to me, that's, you're going for the block. That's not a stupid. Hey, and he fouled him. He fouled him hard enough. He didn't allow him to make the basket.
Exactly right, Joe. Exactly right. You just cannot give up the easy one.
Force him to make the free throw.
Boy, and that worked out well.
And timeout on the Badgers. Be a full timeout.
Looks like Floric is going to check into the game here for what I would imagine is going to be the final possession if Limon is smart.
Well, yeah.
I mean, barring
but this is kind of what they did down at Denver Christian, wasn't it? Kind of try to put the stall in and kind of let Denver Christian back in the game, from what I understand.
To a certain degree. They didn't play their game. They let Denver Christian dictate a little bit on a little bit of how they wanted to run that offense, and they can't afford to do that right now.
Well, I'm thinking we may see a intentional foul kind of situation here from the Falcons. The Falcons definitely cannot afford to allow the Badgers to chew time off the clock here, because they don't need to score; they just need to maintain possession. And then, we are in is that a one-on-one situation?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the one-on-one situation for the Badgers, and we're in the double bonus for the Falcons.
So I imagine either as soon as the Badgers are able to get the ball in, we're going to see that foul, or if they can't take it away by the time they cross half court.
35.5 seconds to go in the game, 46-44.
Oh, there's the foul. I don't think he was trying to intentionally foul, but a little reach in there. And that's going to be on Cash Chisholm, I believe.
Wow, and they put Floric to the line. That's a pretty good shooter that's going to be at the line.
Yeah, we haven't seen Floric in this situation too often this season, however. So let's hope the moment doesn't get to him, and he can.
This is all those times when he was out there shooting on the concrete.
That's
in and out. And there we go, folks. That's a good sign there for the Falcons as they get another chance to cut into this lead, or even to tie the ball game up, or to take the lead.
Cash Chisholm was wide open running down the lane.
Yeah, they missed him, and they got Floric on him, the smaller defender, and he's going to look to cut again.
Bait.
And that's going to be a charge. No, they're going to call that a block.
They're going to call that on Christian.
Yeah, Christian has been everywhere this evening.
Yep.
And, here's a chance for the Falcons. They had a chance on the prior possession to go to the line for two. They missed both. And now we've got number 24, Boomer Bate, the team's leading scorer at the line.
And I think he's shooting 64%.
Yeah, not a very good percentage from the free throw line. But let's see if he can get his team tied up.
He'll be shooting too, so.
And he does not.
Oh, my goodness.
Misses it. Clanks off the back of the rim.
And he knows it too.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
That's a heartbreaker for that young man.
Palladino comes back into the ball game for the Falcons. 10.6 seconds left. Badgers up by 2, 46.
Now, do you try to miss this one, get the rebound?
And that's what he tried to do. Liggett runs it down. And Heat will turn around.
Foul Liggett. Yeah.
As a heads-up play by Boomer. He missed the first one. He was gutted about it. And heady play trying to get that one to come off the front of the rim. Gave his team a chance to rebound the ball. Doesn't end up going their way. And the result is Gavin Liggett on the line for the Badgers. They can seal the deal here with a couple of free throws.
And he got it.
As he gets a couple of gratuitous boos from the peanut gallery.
So 6.2 to go, 47-44. First overtime, and it looks like this would close it out.
Yeah, that'll be your ball game.
That's going to do it.
I'm sure Coach Peterson's, put pressure on them, but don't foul.
And they let him go.
And they call timeout with 0.4 seconds left.
Coach Peterson not happy about that. He called off the dogs, so to speak, but I don't think he wanted to see a coast-to-coast play in a couple of seconds to put him back within 2.
The refs are down here talking. It will not surprise me if they don't put some time back on the clock, but it can't be more than about a minute, I wouldn't think.
A second. In any case, nothing much can happen from here.
Badgers just have to get the ball in.
Cleanly. They got to get it inbound cleanly. And tell you what, if the Falcons can get a deflection in, 8 seconds, that can't be right.
Oh, no.
No, I think they're going to, not 8, surely not 8. No way.
Yeah, the one ref standing here watching.
0.8.
0.8, yeah. Yeah, and if nothing else, if the Badgers can't get it in short here, throw that big loop down to about half court and make somebody run after it.
Yeah.
And as soon as they touch it, it's going to be
gone.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing that we did a couple of times when I played was we roll the ball.
Yeah.
Like you'd bowl it and just try to bowl it into somebody. And
minute it touches.
Yeah.
Liggett, or I'm sorry, Meyer
There's
will get
your
it to
ball game
Capel.
right there. Badgers win 48-46. It wasn't pretty, but
It's a win.
Yep.
It's a win for the Badgers, and that's gonna be a sad day for the Falcons, as they did put up an excellent effort, take this game into overtime once again against the Badgers, and to fall short again, it's got to be heartbreaking. Got to feel for Boomer being on the line to tie the game up.
Yeah.
I really feel for the kid. He's had a great season, averaging 12 or so points a game for his team. Got to be a tough way to finish, but they'll move on.
Yeah, I was going to say they'll move on to regional and see where they go. We'll have stats here in just a second, as Andrea, I think's ready. All right.
All right, and I'm going to join you on the other side after these stats.
All right. So start with the Front Range Christian Falcons. And let me hang on a second. So we'll go points for the Falcons. Chisholm had 3, Lloyd had 2, Anderson had 6, McLean had 8, Bate had 9, Garcia 4, Palladino 5, and Bervik had 9. So pretty good stats there. They overall shot 33% from the field, two-point line, or from the field goal percentage. 3-pointers were 21%, and free throws were 60%. For the Badgers, points-wise, Capel with 3, Yao with 2, Floric with 3, Meyer with 10, Liggett just about on his average at 27, Christian at 5. Overall shooting percentage from 2 points, two-point land is 36%. 3-pointers were 28%. Free throws were 58%. So the final score, 50-46, was the final.
48.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tried to add 2 more. Too long. So.
Yeah.
All right. For Joe Brewer, Tristan Samuels, Tim Anderson, and Andrew Anderson, we're going to go ahead and flip it on the other side and start our broadcast anew on the girls' side. We'll see you in just one moment.